A Manhattan grand jury voted to indict the former president, a historic development that has sent shockwaves all across the nation.
Sources say Trump faces more than 30 counts related to business fraud. While the indictment remains under seal tonight, we know the case centers on an alleged hush money payment made to adult film star Stormy Daniels during the final days of the 2016 presidential campaign, just weeks before the election.
Reaction is pouring in from every edge of the political spectrum, including Trump himself, who called the move an unprecedented attack on our country.
We have live team coverage tonight. First to John Finolio with the latest developments on the historic indictment of Trump. John.
MB, Micah, that's right. This is stunning. Our country has never seen anything like it. Never before has a former or current president been indicted. But tonight, the Manhattan DA's office confirmed Mr. Trump's indictment, and prosecutors have contacted the former president's attorneys to coordinate his surrender to authorities. Trump is now expected to be arraigned in court this coming Tuesday.
The announcement came late Wednesday. Former President Donald Trump indicted and ordered to surrender to authorities. A Manhattan grand jury voted to indict Mr. Trump on charges related to hush money payments made to adult film star Stormy Daniels to keep quiet about an alleged affair prior to the 2016 election. Claims Trump has denied.
They've got nothing. They've got nothing. Think of it.
But Trump's former lawyer and fixer, Michael Cohen, testified he paid Daniels the money and that Trump reimbursed him under the guise of retaining legal representation. Manhattan District Attorney Alvin Bragg has been investigating whether Trump falsified business records to reimburse Cohen and whether those payments constituted campaign finance violations. Days before the 23-member grand jury voted to indict him, Trump called on his supporters to protest and said charges could bring, quote, death and destruction, and also posted this now-deleted photo of himself holding a baseball bat next to DA Bragg. The former president responding to the indictment in a statement, saying in part, the Democrats have lied, cheated, and stolen in their obsession with trying to get Trump. But now they've done the unthinkable, indicting a completely innocent person in an act of blatant election interference. The indictment comes as Trump seeks another term in the White House and is the leading GOP presidential candidate. But the former president is facing additional investigations. A special counsel is looking into his handling of classified materials at Mar-a-Lago. Mr. Trump is also the focus of an investigation into his efforts to overturn the 2020 election. And he's being investigated by the district attorney in Atlanta for efforts to meddle in Georgia's 2020 vote count.
We don't know what is in this indictment, but this isn't just a paperwork issue. This isn't just a misfiling. And if, in fact, the charges here are based on a felony, not a misdemeanor, then what the DA is telling us is that that original charge we think will be the falsification of business records. But you move that to a felony because the DA thinks that he can prove that the former president intended to commit another crime or intended to cover up another crime.
This indictment does not prevent Mr. Trump from running for president. Even a conviction wouldn't technically keep him from entering the race. Well, as for this indictment, the details remain sealed until the former president arrives in court next Tuesday. MB, Micah.
All right, John, thank you.